Come to a seated meditation posture, maybe sitting cross-legged, and if you'd like, on the edge of a blanket or a pillow. Set the palms face down on tops of your knees. And align your spine so that your heart is right over your hips and your head is right over your heart, sitting upright yet comfortably. Begin to breathe just a little deeper here. Inhaling a little longer and exhaling out a little slower. Beginning to feel yourself drop into the present moment by following the breath in and following the breath out. With each exhale, feeling any tension you might be holding in your face, around your eyes, your jaw, just soften. Today's session of Yin style poses will create an opportunity to go deeper within. You'll be invited to use the breath as a tool to anchor deeper into the present moment. So allow yourself just to make the vow to stay with the breath, and that when the mind wanders, to just gently come back to it. Feeling that rise and fall in your chest as you breathe, dropping into your body. Begin to circle through the hips, bowing the chest forward and then arching the spine behind you. Just continue to circle one direction for now. Maybe tucking the chin and lifting the gaze as you go. Starting to explore through the hips, feeling any tightness or tension, and then circle the other way. Placing your awareness on where you feel the pose most intense in your body, and just getting curious and exploring as you move here. Inhale to center. Coming into cow face pose, bend the right knee and then place the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, left arm up and overhead, and then place the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Left arm behind you as a second spine, open up for a seated twist. Inhale here, and then exhale, twist a little deeper. Maybe the gaze falls behind you. Begin to cross the left leg on top of the right, stacking the legs and the hips. Both feet point out to either side of you, and then maybe bow forward. The forehead might come to the knees. If it doesn't, just let the chin drop into the chest. Keep both sit bones rooted down into the ground. Begin to notice where you feel this pose the most in your body. Inhale, rise. Bring the feet to the edges of your mat and windshield wipe the legs side to side. Use the arms behind you as a support here. Cross the left leg under the bottom of the right. Place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Inhale with the arms, and then exhale, left elbow on the outside of right knee, right arm behind you as a second spine. Open up for a seated twist. Inhale here. Exhale, twist just a little deeper. Inhale, come to center. Stack the right leg on top of the left, both feet pointing out towards the left and the right alongside you. Take an exhale and bow forward. And then once again, drop into sensation, feeling the pose fully and breathing into it. Inhale, rise. Extend the legs out in front of you, coming to a wide leg stance. And then exhale, fold forward. Maybe the hands reach for the insides of the feet. Keep the toes flexed up towards the ceiling. Stay engaged through the legs. Inhale, rise. Come to a tabletop position on your mat. Coming into rolling cat-cow. Exhale, forward, round the back. Inhale, drop the hips back as you lift the gaze. Inhale, forward, tuck your chin. Exhale, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. Letting yourself really drop into the fluidity of this movement as you undulate through each vertebra. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Gaze at the toes. Take a moment here to send the tops of the thighs back behind you and the chest towards the tops of the thighs. Maybe bending and straightening the knees a couple times. Option to walk out your downward dog, bending one knee at a time. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Lower down on the back knee for low lunge. Inhale up with the arms. Bend left elbow, placing the left hand on the back of the heart, and then right hand reaches for left elbow, deepening the stretch. Sink through the hips. Hips are heavy, drawing down. Inhale, center, hands frame front foot, heel toe right foot to the right edge of the mat for lizard lunge. Option to stay high onto the hands or come down onto the forearms. Place your awareness on where you're feeling the pose the most and send the breath to that area. With your next exhale, see if you can release any tension that you might be holding in your face. Maybe relax the head and let it hang. Come up high onto the hands, roll out into the knife edge of the right foot, and then come into twisted monkey, reaching the right hand for the left foot behind you. Both hands come to the front of the mat, heel toe the front foot to center, and then rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale the right arm to the left thigh, inhale left arm up and overhead. Take one big step forward, one leg Tadasana, left knee into the chest. Cross the left foot on top of the right knee, hands to the heart. Exhale, standing figure 4. Bending as deeply as feels good for you here. Getting this nice deep stretch in your left hip. Inhale, rise. Left hand clasps the inside of the left foot, and then open up for dancer pose, shifting the weight forward, kicking the leg up and out behind you. Exploring this pose as you ease in and out, finding your balance. Release the left leg and step it back, high crescent lunge. Open up, wide leg, star pose. Exhale, hands to the heart, bring the heels in and the toes out for horse pose. Rocking from foot to foot, easing the hips down as low as you can. Working to bring the hips in line with the knees while maintaining an upright position in the chest. Pause here, scoot your hips just a little lower and hold. Find Skandasana pose at the back of the mat by bending into the left foot. Right leg extends out, toes reaching up towards the ceiling. Hands are at the heart. Walk the hands towards the front of the mat and step it back. Come to plank pose, and then come to side plank on the left hand. Option to keep the right leg lifted up. Step the right leg behind you. Inhale, reach wild thing. Come back to side plank. Back to normal plank. Lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Lower down onto the back knee and set up for your low lunge. Bend the right elbow, right hand in the center of the back, left hand reaching for left elbow, and then sink the hips down. Breathe into this deep hip opener and tricep stretch. Hands frame front foot, heel toe the foot to the outside of the mat. Come down into lizard pose. Let yourself drop into your breath, following the inhale in and the exhale out, and noticing the pause at the end of the exhale. See if you can really drop into sensation and be with your breath, be with yourself and the intensity of this pose. Roll out onto the knife edge of the left foot. Option to open up into twisted monkey. Left hand reaches for right foot. Open up the chest towards the ceiling. Rotate towards center, heel toe front foot to the center of the mat and rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, left arm behind you, coming to right thigh, reverse crescent lunge. Rise, standing one leg Tadasana pose. Place the right foot on top of the left knee. Exhale, squat down, hands to heart. Sink the hips down as little or as much as feels good for you. Inhale, rise. Capture the right foot with the right hand. And then bow forward, reaching left fingertips forward and kicking the right foot back behind you for dancer pose. Extend right leg down, high crescent lunge. Opening up towards the right. Star pose. Click the heels in. Hands come to the insides of the knees. Inhale here, and then exhale, bow the right shoulder down, open to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, bow left shoulder down. Rotate to the right. Continue this movement, switching it out and twisting on the exhale. Drop the hips to the back of your mat for Skandasana pose. Hands to the heart, left leg extended out, deep bend in the right knee. Walk the hands towards the front of your mat. Step it back, one-legged plank pose on the right. Option to keep the left leg lifted. Slowly step left leg behind you, find wild thing. Step it back, side plank. Both hands down, plank pose. Hips high, downward facing dog. Lower down onto the knees. Bring the knees wide, toes to touch, forehead to the ground. Child's pose. Finishing up the Vinyasa section of our sequence today and dropping into our more restorative session of the class. Begin to let the breath come in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allow the breath to continuously become deeper and deeper. Letting yourself drop into a meditation, fully aware of your breath moment to moment. When the mind wanders, just gently nudging yourself back to the breath. Maybe noticing how the breath feels in the back of your rib cage as you inhale and as you exhale. Slowly rise. Bring the feet on the outside of the hips, setting up for a hero's pose. If this is too intense, feel free to sit on a block, a pillow, or a blanket. Option to just sit here, upright, or to slowly lower the upper body down. Bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. If this pose is too intense, feel free just to find a Shavasana pose with the legs extended. Begin to tap into the rise and fall of your chest and your belly as you breathe. Try to extend the inhale in and lengthen the breath out. Breathing in through the nose and out through your mouth. The eyes are closed, allowing your senses to draw further inward. As the mind wanders, just gently nudging your awareness back to your breath, back to what you're feeling in the pose right now, in this moment. Slowly rise by placing the hands on the ground to help you sit up. Reset with a cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine and tuck your tailbone. Set your knees wide, coming into frog pose. Feet pointing out to the left and the right. Be really mindful not to spread the knees too far apart to protect your groin. When you've come down to a comfortable position that you can tolerate, come down onto your elbows. Option to find a forward and back rocking movement to ease into the pose. And whenever you're ready, come to stillness coming into your breath and coming into sensation. Slowly ease out, bringing the knees together. Send the right leg forward, finding pigeon pose. Left leg reaching out behind you. Option to come down onto the forearms, or maybe stack the hands on top of each other, making a pillow for the head. See if you can rotate your left hip point up a little closer towards your right heel. Dropping back into your breath. Noticing where you're feeling the pose the most in your body and being with it. Rise up onto the hands and switch out the legs. Draw the left leg forward and slowly make your way down. Settling again into the breath, into this place, here and now. Rise up onto the hands and then extend both legs long, coming into Shavasana pose, lying on your belly. Stack the hands on top of each other, creating a pillow for the head, and turn the gaze towards one side. Feel the tension in your body, just let go with the exhales. Feeling yourself fully supported by the ground beneath you. Turn your gaze towards the other side, evening out the stretch through your neck. And press back to a kneeling position at the back of your mat. Inhale the arms up and overhead, and then exhale the hands to the heart, bowing the head. Namaste.